Hello everyone, welcome to the Makri Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with the same module, that is a business skills for e-commerce, and the same chapter, that is a chapter number 4, Internet and www. In the last class we have studied about the www, that is what is www and why we are using the www, that is the World Wide Web. So let's take a quick review what we have covered in the last class, then move to the next part, that is today's topic, that is the HTML, right? So let's take a quick review. In the last class we have studied about the www. As the name advises, World Wide Web, that is a collection of information that is spread over all over the world and linked together. That means it stores each and every information from any of the country all over the world. We can take the information from Australia, from India, from UK, from anywhere in the world, all over the world, that stores information, or the storage of information takes place in www. So it is a repository of information. Repository means collection of information, database of information that is spread over each other or spread over the world and linked together. That is, the information is linked together with each other. Suppose I click on the home, then the home page will be opened. That is the home page and the home tab. When I click, that is linked together. So it is a collection of information which is linked together via internet, via HTML. So it also uses the concept of hypertext. Why it is using the concept of hypertext? Because there is a linking, and linking is done with the hypertext only. So that's why it uses the concept of hypertext. And www also contains the set of documents that are linked together with each other with the concept of pointers. As we studied in the procedure programming, there is a pointer that connects different variables in C programming. In the same way, here pointers connect different documents which are linked together with each other with the help of a www, so that if a user wants to search the information, he or she just click on the tab, just click on the link, and he or she is able to search each and everything from all over the world. That linking is provided by the pointers as well as the HTML, which is the today's topic, but I am going to start with within 5 to 10 minutes. Now it says hypertext on the web is known as page, and the main page of an organization of any website is known as home page. Suppose I search for a Google, that is google.com. When the first page is open, that is the home page for google.com. And after establishing a web hosting arrangement with ISP, it will allocate the storage space on its server that will be accessed each time a request comes in. We are now ready to create our first web page or home page or index page and loads into this storage space. So this is the www, and the web pages are also created using any of the software package that is available. The examples are given over here, like QuickSite, Microsoft Front Page, or any browser that is using for creating the web pages. And the information is divided into two parts in the www, that what I said, collection of information in a or stored in a www. And what type of information? They are divided into two parts. One is the undistributed, one is the distributed. So information in a www is divided into two parts. One is the undistributed information, one is the distributed information. When I say undistributed information, that is the whole information may consist of one or more pages. That is the information is distributed, undistributed on a single server. That is, it is available on the same server but within a different pages. But in distributed, the information is distributed among various servers, among various pages on different servers. So remember, undistributed, single server, multiple pages. Distributed, multiple servers, multiple pages, right? So this is the information that is divided in the www, and it is another information retrieval tool. Why it is an information retrieval tool? Because the information is accessed using the www. Retrieval means fetching, accessing the data or information. And this is the theory what we have covered, that what is the home page, that is the main page of an organization that is linked together, and these links are known as the hyperlinks, or the links and are the highlighted words, button, icons or pictures. It is a set of standards for storing, retrieving, formatting and displaying information using a client-server architecture, graphical user interface and the hypertext that enables links to other documents. So www also creates a standard for storing, retrieving, formatting and displaying the information using the concept of client-server architecture, where client requests for the services to the server or from the server, and server provide the services to the client. This is the most important line. When a user click on any link that is available on the www, they, that is the users, jump to the other document or other segment in the same document. That is, they jump to the another document on the same document or in the same document. Users can navigate the web easily, publishing or pushing their interest. One of the main function of internet is easy to use offering of information and products. And functionality or the heart of the www is also known as the or is also provided or also based on the concept of the HTML, that is a hypertext markup language that formats the document with the use of tags, attribute, which I am going to start, that is a today's topic. Wait, this is the most important line. Most people think that www and internet are the same, but they are not the same. The people think that they are same, but internet and www are both different. Why? Because internet is a collection of networks, that is a collection of different networks, while www is a collection of information. Then we have studied about the next topic, that is the www technologies. That is, what are the technologies available in the www. So one of the technology that is available is the web page. So web page is a single unit of information. That is, if I'm saying about the websites, that is a collection of web pages, and if I'm saying about the web page, that is a single unit of information or single page of information if I say, but we can scroll the page from top to the bottom, bottom to the top, or any information. So it is a single unit of information, often known as often called a document, that is available via www, that is a web page. A web page can be longer than one computer screen. So it can be longer than the one computer screen and can use more than one piece of paper when it is printed out. Next point is very important line, that is a web page is created using HTML. So whenever I create a web page, it is created using the HTML. That is the today's topic, that is a hypertext markup language. These codes or the codes that is available in the HTML enables the web pages to have many features like bold text, italic text, heading, paragraphs, numbered or bullet list. Then the next concept that we study is a web browser. As the name advises, web browser, that is used to browse any information all over the world. That is to use to browse the information from the web. That is the web browsers. So web browser are applications that retrieve content in the form of HTML from web servers. So whenever I retrieve the information, that is retrieved with the help of the HTML. Now the next concept is HTML, that is today's topic. Now let's see what is HTML. The full form is Hypertext Markup Language, and this is most important language, that is the basics of the starting point of the web designing. So whenever I say I'm doing the course of the web designing, so this is a basic language, this is the first language that is used to create the web pages, that is known as HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. So first of all, take word by word definition or word by word name of the language, that is the HTML. That is Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext means a text that is used for linking, and the text means collection of characters. So if I write any word, that is known as text in the computer. And if I'm doing the linking, or if I'm apply the linking on any text, that is known as the hypertext, right? Then markup, that is some rules regulation, that is proper syntax, scenarios, that is a markup. That is a rules regulation that we follow, that is a markup. And a language. Language means a way of communication between peoples, between persons, between variables, between anything. That is a way to communicate. So if I say a language, that is a way to communicate that contains some rules regulation used for linking, that is known as HTML. I'm repeating again, a language that contains some rules regulation that is used for linking from one text to another text, that is known as HTML. HTML defines several aspects of a web page, including heading levels, bold, italic, images, paragraph breaks, and hypertext links to other resources. That is, HTML also provides different aspects to a web pages, different aspects of a web pages. That includes the heading level. That is, we can apply the headings, different levels of headings in the HTML. Then bold, italic, images, paragraph breaks, hypertext links to other resources. HTML can be compared to word processing. So we can compare the HTML with the word processing. The text that is used in a word processing file or a word process file can be formatted in various ways. That is, whatever the word I have written in the MS Word, that is formatted, or that is we can apply the formatting, different formatting to the same text, same word that is used in the MS Word. For example, a heading can be bold or in a larger font size than the rest of the document. This is the example that in MS Word we can do the formatting. Like for example, I apply the heading to be bold, or apply the formatting on the heading to be bold. That is, use the Control B for bold. That is the, for example, Mercury solution. That is the heading for my document that becomes the bold with the help of a word. In the same way, we can also apply the italic, underline, or any kind of formatting that we can apply in the word processing. So in the same way, we can apply the formatting in the HTML. So that's why HTML can be compared with the word processing, that is the MS Word. Therefore, HTML is a way to define the formats of text in a web page. In Word, MS Word, we can apply the formatting on a Word document. But in HTML, we can apply the different format of text on a web pages. That is, whenever I create the web pages over the internet, over the browser, so we can also apply the formatting on a text, format of the text with the help of HTML. That is a hypertext markup language. However, it goes further by also being able to define the placements of graphics and hypertext links. That is, the HTML is also used to place the graphics, define the graphics, linking that is used in the linking. So that is also provided by the HTML. Next line says HTML is a sub-language of HTML. So whenever I say HTML, so it is also a sub-language or a part of HTML. Or standard generalized markup language, right? HTML is a system that defines and standardizes the structure of documents. So HTML is also a language that is a standard generalized markup language that also defines and standardizes, that is also defines and maintain the standards, rules, regulation, the structure of the documents. Both HTML and HTML utilize descriptive markup to define the structure of an area of text. That is, both the languages using the various concepts, various descriptive markups, that is a rules regulation, to define the structure of an area of text. In general terms, descriptive markup does not specify a particular font or point size for an area of text. That is, whenever I say In simple terms, in general terms, descriptive markup does not specify a particular font. Descriptive markup does not apply to a particular font or point size for an area of text. Therefore, in HTML, text is marked as a heading, subheading, numbered list, bold, italic, etc. That is, whenever I say or whenever we use the HTML, so we can apply the text to be an heading. There are different levels of headings, subheading, numbered list, that is 1 2 3 4. We can also apply the text to be bold, that is a slightly darker than the normal text, italic, slightly slanted than the normal text. So we can apply any types of formatting to the text. So that is also done using the HTML. The next paragraph says HTML is standardized and portable. That is, we can it is standardized language that we cannot apply our own tags or fonts. That is, we cannot apply our rules regulation in the HTML. It is a standardized language that is used, and it is also a portable language. That is, we can carry or we can carry the tags. We can apply the tags in one document. I put on my computer, you put on your computer, on your system, laptop, anything. So that is also a portable. So tags are also portable, that it can execute on any of the software, any of the system, and any of the web browser or compiler. A document that has been prepared using HTML markup tags can be viewed using a variety of web browsers. So a document that can be prepared or that is prepared using the HTML. So whenever I prepare the document using the HTML, that is also prepared using the tags using a variety of web browsers such as Internet Explorer. That is, we can compile the code, we can execute the code with the help of a browser. For example, the Internet Explorer. If this is also a web browser. Google Chrome is also a web browser. Mozilla Firefox is also a web browser. So we can see the output of the HTML document in any of the web browser that is available in the system. This is the example like Internet Explorer, Netscape, Linux, any of the browsers. A browser interprets the tags in an HTML file. So it's the responsibility of the browser to interpret, to see the tags in an HTML file and presents the file as a formatted, readable web pages and presents the file in a readable formatted format web page. In addition, HTML documents can be viewed on all type of systems such as Macintosh, PCs and Unix machines. So HTML documents can also be viewed or can be viewed on all type of systems such as Macintosh, PCs and Unix machines. Then the next one is HTML tags. That is, what are the types of HTML tags that is available in HTML. So if I say tags, it's simply used to define the areas of a document. That is, when I say tags in HTML, that is the structure of a document or structure of a HTML document. That is a layout of the HTML document. So HTML tags are used to define areas of a document. That is the structure of a document that have certain features, that have certain characteristics. The tags that is used in HTML usually consist of a code in between two wickets. That is, the tags that is generally used are enclosed or are used within two brackets, that is also known as wickets. That is the less than sign and the greater than sign. These codes are known as or are known container tags because the formatting described by the tag affects only the text contained between the text. That's why it is known as container tags. For example, this one. This is the sign. This is the sign. This is known as wickets, and B is a tag that is used. So this is the example, and this is the opening, that is starting, and this is the closing, that is the ending. So this is known as starting and the ending tags. So one is known as starting, this is known as starting, and whenever a slash comes, that is known as ending tags. That is used to indicate an area as a bold. That is, we can use the B for making the text as a bold. That makes the area as a bold. HTML tags are used to define heading levels such as H1, H1. So it is used to define the different heading levels starting from H1 to S6. So this can say this is H1. Heading level can go up to S6. That is, the maximum limit is S6, with each successive number indicating a smaller heading size. That is, H1 is slightly or little bit smaller or very small than the H2, then H2 is smaller than the H3, H3 is smaller than the H4, and so on, and the maximum level of heading is H6. So these are the various tags that is used in the HTML that defines the layout of the document, structure of the document, area of the document, right? So heading goes from H1 to S6, with H1 is the lowest part and H6 is the maximum part. Some other basic HTML tags are, so these are the some basic HTML tags. These are the few HTML tags basic, but there are so many HTML tags. So first is I, that is used to indicate the italic. So for example, if I want to create the text as in some slanting than the normal text, then I use the tag that is known as the italic. Simply use the I within the left angle bracket and the right angle bracket and put the text, then close the I tag that makes the text or the word that is put within the I tag as a italic. In the same way, I can also use the B for making the text as a bold. And if I want that the text is bold as well as the italic, that is both the tags are used, so we can apply both the tags, no issues. We can also apply the B, we can also apply the I. That is B and I, and then text, then closing of the B or closing of the I. Right. Then the next tag that is given is img src, that is used to insert the image. Suppose I want to insert the image in a HTML file that will display in the web browser. That can be done by using the img tag. That is, img and the src is the source of the image or the source of the image file. That is, the full form is source. That is img src. That is the image source. What is the source of the image? And that is double quotes name of the picture or name of picture. That is img src name of picture to place an image in a document file. That is the img src to make the image or to place the image in a document file. Then next is P, to create a paragraph break. So whenever I want to write any paragraph, that is also used by using the paragraph break. Then this says in HTML some codes require end tags and some do not require end tags. That is, if I use this one, some requires only this, some requires both this and this. So that is, this is mandatory, but some require this, that is a closing tag, but some does not require this, that is a closing tag. So this says some codes requires ending tag, this is known as ending tag, and some do not require the ending tag, but the starting tag is mandatory. In the previous example, the P, that is a paragraph tag, indicates a paragraph tag. This does not require an empty tag or the closing tag because no end tag is required. So this is known as empty tag, in which there is no requirement of the closing tag, so we can call them as an empty tag. Web pages can contain text, images, sound files. So we can also insert the text, we can also insert the images, we can also insert the sound files, video files, hyperlinks to other internet resources in the web pages. We can also insert these things in the web pages with the use of HTML. All these features are indicated by using the HTML codes. So all these features are provided or indicated by the HTML code, we have to write the HTML code in the notepad or any of the compiler browser, and then browse it with the help of any of the web browser. That is, first of all, write the HTML code in the notepad, then execute it with the help of the any browser. Suppose, let's take the example. I'm taking one example with the help of notepad. So just do one thing. Let's take a break right now, then move to the practical approach of the HTML. That is, do one practical example, how the code is written in the notepad and how the code is compiled with the help of the web browser. So let's take a break right now, then move to the practical part of the HTML. Okay? Alright. So let's take a break. So come back from the break. Now let's start the session again. Let's start one small introduction of the HTML, that is how HTML works, how or what are the web browsers that works on the HTML. So let's start with the HTML browser. That is, first of all, open the notepad. This is a notepad. Write the HTML code. For example, this is HTML. That is the first line. That is the HTML. Then there is a head part, that is we have to write the head for the title. Then we have to write the title. This is also a tag. In title I have written that is a web page. Then close this title, that is title. Closing means we have to put the slash over here. Then using the body for first of all close the head, then start the body tag body, then simply write the computer definition, that is computer is an electronic device that takes input from the user, comma, process it, and then displays the output. Right. Then close this body tag over here. Then close this HTML over here. Right. Now this is a code that is written in the HTML. I have to save first of all. If I save it on the desktop, for example, this is the desktop. If I save as a AS, for example, this is a name. The mandatory condition is I have to define the extension, that is .html. That is save.html as. This is AS. Now if I compile it, so right click on it, this is open with, I have to open either with this one, either with any of the browsers. So if I click on this one, this is the browser, this is the browser, that say computer is an electronic device that displays the output. And what is the title? That is a web page, because I have given the title, this is a web page, and this is the definition of the computer that is written on the screen. So this is the screen of the web browser, this is written over here, and this is the title that is given over here. And if I want to search the coding, what code I have written, then click on this view source. This is the code that is written over here, but I cannot make the changes in this. So if I change over here, for example, if I write one more line, it's a great thing, right? If I use Control S and if I refresh it, this is one more line that is add, it's a great thing. But if I want that this will be given in the next line, that is it is displayed in the next line, then simply use the next one more tag, that is a BR. BR stands for the line break. That means break the line and move to the next line. Now if I save, Control S, and if I go to this one, refresh it, it's given in the next line. That is, it's a great thing. This is how HTML works, or how we are using the HTML tags or HTML codes in the HTML language. Now if I change to this one, if I change the title to a new web page, right? If I change it and if I save it, that is Control S, then if I refresh it, the title bar will be changed a new web page, right? So if I change, simply save the notepad or save in the notepad and simply refresh the browser, that is either Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, refresh it, and then when I refresh, the new content will be displayed with the changed content, right? Now if I want to use the bold tag over here, suppose I have used B, I have to do the bold of this is one bold text, then simply closes the B over here. In the same way, if I do the italic, this is one italic text, the same line. In place of bold, this is italic. Then at the end, I will be closed. Then in the same line, in the same type, we have used the underline also. This is one underline text, and simply close the U tag. Now if I use the Control S, it is saved, and if I go to this one, press F5 or simply refresh by right clicking, this is refresh. If I refresh, this is the one bold text, this is in bold, this is in italic, this is underline. If I want to put in the next line, then simply use the BR over here, over here, over here. BR for the next line, BR for the next line, BR for the next line. Now if I save it, if I do this one, so this is one bold text, this is in bold, this is something slanting, that is in italic, this is in underline because this is underlined, this is one underline text. This is how this tags will be worked. So this is how the HTML works. That is, first of all, we have to write the code in the notepad, then simply open with the browser, with any of the browser. It may be Internet Explorer, it may be Google Chrome, it may be Mozilla Firefox. Uses that one, and then simply save the file of the notepad and refresh it with the contents changes or the change content. We have to we have to change the content every time, we have to save it, we have to refresh the contents. This is how the HTML HTML works. That is, first of all, write the content in the notepad, then simply go to the browser, pick up the content, refresh it, then make the changes in the content. Alright. Now this is okay, this is also okay. Now again moves to this part. So this is the HTML part. This is also the one of the technology that is used with the HTML, right? Now next part is the summary, that is the winding up of the chapter. So this is the summary. This says internet is one of the most promising information technology. That is, information is one of the most important, most promising IT application that is used or that is connected by high-speed network. That is, internet is one of the challenging and one of the important technology application that is available with the high-speed network used by the individuals for the information change, for the information exchange. That is, we can carry the information, we can exchange the information with each other to compile the information for transmitting the information. It is a tool for the buyers and sellers gathering in virtual marketplace and revolutionize the way business is conducted, particularly in areas of trading systems, retail merchandising, and brokerages. Global networking, computers, and people who use them are completely transferring the global economy. No communication media or consumer electronic technology has ever grown as quickly, not the fax machines, not even the PCs. The internet is forecast. That is, nowadays internet is using or internet is used as a fast technology where we can put the content, where we can use the content, where we can see the content with the help of internet, with the help of the concepts of the internet. It will exist beyond people's widest predictions. Like the PC, the internet is a tidal wave. It will wash over the computer industry and many other, drawing those who don't learn to swim in its waves. The internet is a computer network that connects millions of computers globally and provides worldwide communication to businesses, homes, schools and governments. Internet has grown explosively in the 1990s. That is, internet is growing in the 1990s more of the ways. There are more than 4 million server computers on the internet, each providing some type of information or service. Then next point says www, the newest internet service, has accelerated the growth of the internet. That is, whenever I say www, it increases the growth, or it moves the growth of the internet by moving it easy to use. That is why internet is very vast, or why we are using the internet, or why everyone is using the internet, because it is very easy to use. It is very user friendly. There is a everything is drag and drop. That is, we can drag the things, we can drop the things. That is, everything is based on the GUI, that is a graphical user interface. Users are attracted to the www because it is interactive, easy to use, and it combines graphics, text, sounds and animation, making it a rich communication medium. The www also provides a network of interactive documents and the software to access them. It is based on the documents known as the pages that combines the text, pictures, forms, sounds, animation and text links or hypertext links, that is known as the hyperlinks. Next is www also provides many things to its millions of users, that is used as a marketplace, art gallery, library, community center, school, publishing house and whatever else its author create. The www, also known as the www or World Wide Web or W3, simply the web. That is, we can simply say web, that is a www only. It is a universe of information. That is, it is a collection of information at a single place all over the world. That is a universe. That is, the whole information is available in the universe, or whole of the information is available as the universe or at one place via HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Then keywords, this is the keywords, that is a URL, that is a uniform resource locator. So these are the various keywords that is available. One is the URL that is available, that is uniform resource locator. It is the address of a internet. That is, it is the address of the internet page on a website. So URL is the address of an internet page. That is a uniform resource locator. That is, uniformly we can access, we can do the things, that is a URL. So it is the address of an internet page on a website. Then TCP/IP, that is the Transmission Control Protocol Internet Protocol, are the most commonly used protocol in the internet. So these are the two most commonly used protocol that is used in the day-to-day scenario, that is TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, and the Internet Protocol. Then HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, that is the method through which the hypertext files such as web pages are transferred over the internet. So Hypertext Transfer Protocol, that is the HTTP, is the method by which the hypertext files are used or is used, such as the web pages, that is transferred over the internet. HTTP is based on the client server model or client server based internet protocol. Then next is FTP, that is a file transfer protocol, that is a protocol or set of rules which enables files to be transferred between the computers, that is a FTP. Then SMTP, so this is the protocol that is used for the delivery of the email. Then POP, that is a post office protocol that allows your workstation to get its email from a big computer. So POP means post office protocol That is, one computer is using the as a post office, delivering the message, enabling the message, passes the mail from one person to another person. The next is PPP, that is a point-to-point protocol. So this is used when the internet is accessed using a telephone lines. So whenever we use the internet, whenever we use the telephone lines for the internet, that is known or that is used by the PPP, that is a point-to-point protocol. Then telnet, that is also a protocol that enables one computer to connect to another computer, that is a telnet. Then gopher, that is a protocol that is designed to search, retrieve and display documents from remote sites on the internet, that is a gopher. Then Archie, it's also an internet tool that is used to make the whole system manageable by helping you what you need. That is, it is used to search the things or make the system manageable. So you will manage the system, you will help out what do you need, what content do you need. The next is Veronica, that is also used to perform a search and look for the menu items. Then WIS, that is a Wide Area Information Service, that is a client program that enables the user to connect to a WIS server, submit a query and receive a response. Then email, electronic mail, that is used to send and receive the messages through the internet. Then search engine, that is the websites that help you search the internet for other websites, that is the search engine. For example, Yahoo, for example, Google, that is also a website, but that helps you to search other websites also, that is the search engine. The news group, that is a discussion group on the internet, are known as the news group. Then IRC, that is the internet relay chat, that is used for the chatting over the internet. Then web page, that is a single unit of information that is available over the document over the www. Then HTML, that is a hypertext markup language, that is a language that is used for designing the web pages. And these are the some self-assessment questions that is available. First one is, what is a protocol? Define various types of protocols. That is, first of all, define the protocol, that is what is a protocol and what are the various types of protocol. So protocols is the rules regulation that we follow over the when we communicate over the internet or when we communicate with different persons, that is a protocol. And different types of protocols are FTP, SMTP, Gopher, Telnet. So these are the various protocols that is available in the communication. The next question is, what is TCP/IP? That is a transmission control protocol, internet protocol. So these are the protocols that is used for the transmission, and the transport layer is the layer that is used to transmit the data from the sender to the receiver without any disturbances, without any congestion. So the data is transferred from the sender to the receiver with the help of the transport layer effectively and efficiently. The next question is HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. That is a protocol that is used to link with the different text, link with the different protocols. And what is the role of HTTP? That is a protocol that is used for the linking, that is known as the HTTP. The next is define the terms. So these are the terms that is defined. One is Gopher, one is Archie, one is Veronica, one is WAIS, that is Wide Area Internet Service. Yeah, this is Wide Area Information Service, not Internet Service, Information Service. Then what is an email? That is an electronic mail, that means sending and receiving the emails from sender to the receiver and receiver to the sender. And how email works? Sender sends the email, receiver receives the email. That is the email. Then suggested readings, that is what are the readings that is available in the or what are the books that is available for the e-commerce, that is a business skills for e-commerce. So these are the various books that is available. Then next is chapter number 5, that is the e-payment system, that is the electronic payment system, that is the next chapter. So we have finished with the chapter number 4, that is the internet and the www. Now the next chapter is electronic payment system, that is a e-payment system, that I will start on in the next class, that is the tomorrow's class. So that's all for today's session. We have wind up with the question answers, with the HTML practical part, with the theory of chapter number 4, that is the www and the internet, or internet and www. So if there is any questions, if there is doubt of any of the chapter, any of the module, it may be a procedure programming, it may be a computing system, it may be a this module, that is the business skills for e-commerce, first 4 chapters. Any doubts, any clarification, you can talk to me, you can mail to me, you can chat with me. I will clear your doubts for sure. So thanks a lot everyone. So bye bye everyone, and in the next class, that is tomorrow class, we will be starting the next topic. I will start the next topic, next chapter, that is the electronic payment system. So that, thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye.